A come from behind 2-point win over Denver on Wednesday as we head back upstairs to Toyota Center, and we join Mario Elie once again. I want to talk about a guy who you kind of have to watch the games to really appreciate his contributions, and we're talking about Luther Head.
Luther Head's a great young player, Kevin. He's a guy who benefited from 4 years in college and some great coaching. He's just a guy who understands the game, who knows how to play the game, and I'm glad to see him get more playing time this year. Van Gundy doesn't usually like to play younger players, but Luther Head's an up-and-coming young backup point guard, can shoot the ball, can defend, and does a great job passing the ball, and is known to hit big shots. So as a young player coming to this league, the best thing that can happen for him is getting playing time, and I think he's doing a good job early in the season.
And there's something to be said about a guy who plays with that cockiness, that confidence. He had a couple of huge shots against Milwaukee the other night, and just for no other reason, the Bucks had closed it down and made it a close game. And when the offense got a little stagnant, Luther Head stepped outside. They went inside out. He hit some money shots.
One thing about Luther, Kev, he's not shy about shooting. You can see Van Gundy's face sometime when he take a couple of shots. But you got to live with a young player like that who has confidence and guts and plays with swagger. But what I like about Luther is his defensive prowess. He likes pressure in the ball. He gets into people. And when he goes out there, he makes things happen. And in the preseason, he did lead the Rockets in scoring, so he can put it in the basket.
Hey, Mario, as we know, the NBA, everybody makes a run, but you got to play 48 against the Knicks. On Monday, they were down 23 in the second half to San Antonio. They closed that game to within one before San Antonio Spurs went ahead and took care of business in that game. Then they come from a dozen back in the second half, or in the fourth quarter, I should say, against Denver. They're a team you got to play 48 minutes against, right?
No question, Kevin. This is a team that has a lot of depth, but the key word is young. They have a lot of young players with a lot of energy. You got David Lee, you got Nate Robinson, you got Shannon Fry, and also you got their starters. So this is a team with a lot of young talent, and Isaiah's not afraid to play all these guys. So when the Spurs went up, it was Nate Robinson, Shannon Fry, and Crawford. Their second unit is a team that brought them back in the game. So look for Isaiah to use a lot of his players tonight to try to wear the Rockets down. But if the Rockets go to Yao and go to Tracy, if they get off early tonight and control tempo, I like the Rockets in this one tonight.
In Milwaukee the other night, looked like they were trying to get Tracy going early. They were posting him early on. Do you think tonight you could see the same thing from Yao Ming? Because, I mean, not that anybody matches up against Yao, but there's certain teams like this one tonight, they don't stand a chance inside.
But I like what Jeff Van Gundy is doing. Yao is the guy rolling right now. Start off with a post-up to the big fella. Tracy is going to get his touches on the pick and roll, on post-ups, on spot-ups, but you got to establish your post game in this league. If you got a dominant post player, you got to go down to him, establish him early, force him to get in foul trouble, force him to double team, and Yao's an excellent passer, and he does a good job of kicking out to the open shooters. So establish your big man first, because Tracy's going to get tons of touches. I look for another big performance from him tonight.
I don't have a dominant post man. I have a dominant analyst. Thank you very much, Mario. We'll see you after the game, buddy.